Hey Chelsea fans, welcome to CFC Unfiltered. This is channel for Chelsea fans by a Chelsea fan, and in this channel I will give you my unfiltered and unbiased opinion on all things Chelsea, be it transfers, be it rumors, be it stories emerging in and around the club, be it my pre-match and post-match thoughts about Chelsea, and we will do everything from hot takes to unpopular opinion to rants to celebrations, everything and everything, right? So if you do like this channel, if you do like its content, please do like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. It's a brand new channel, only a few days old, and it needs all support it can get. So please, if you do like the content, and please do like, share, subscribe, and hit bell notification icon. And I'm sure if you do give it a shot, you will love the content. Now, before further ado, let's get to what we want to get to, right? So there are a lot of news, regarding Chelsea, and basically, there are some happy news, there are some exciting news, and then there's basically not that good news, confusing, I would say, slightly angry, and that is probably what I want to get to right now, just to get it out of my own system, and basically address some of what a lot of Chelsea fans are basically feeling right now, right? So we have couple of here we goes, and I want to do like a separate video for all that, and I want to do a separate video for that, and and of course, regarding Champions League and all that, I want to do separate videos because those are the good and exciting news. I don't want to mix what I'm about to do now. This is going to be a rant, right? There's going to be a rant about Xavi Simons, about what we are doing. I mean, it's just baffling, right? And so yeah, that is what we are going to do, and I want to go. So yesterday, we have been hearing a lot about. So I want to just get over for first couple of tweets before I, say what I have to say. So first of all, and this comes from Matt Law. He is a trusted source when it comes to Chelsea. Chelsea have no intention to hijack Xavi Simons to Spurs. Chelsea were interested but have other targets, right? Bridges have been built in the relationship between Chelsea and Spurs over recent years, and there's no desire to demolish them now. God. Oh. Xavi Simons signs contract at Tottenham Hotspur ahead of move from RB Leipzig, deal for 22-year-old attacker to 2030 with an option to extend by 2 years. Okay, interesting. Later international finalizing exit terms with RB Leipzig after Tottenham Hotspur agreed a 60 million euro price, and with personal terms, and then the feeling from Xavi Simons is that Chelsea wanted to close the Garnacho deal before everything. So Chelsea wanted to be fast on Garnacho and for Simons. They never closed the deal, waiting for Nkunku, waiting for Jackson. That's for Fabrizio Romano, right? Now these are all trusted sources, all verified deals. As I'm making the videos, the deal with Tottenham and Xavi Simons is more or less done. Okay, that story is over. I know we were pretty chill about it, that Tottenham can't, that this and that, but this deal is done. Okay, Chelsea are not going to go for Xavi Simons, and you saw those. Those are from trusted sources: David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, and Matt Law. Especially when it comes to Chelsea, so these are some trusted sources. Now, a couple of things I like to get off. So Xavi Simons. You know, first of all, let's get this straight. Spurs did not hijack Xavi Simons. If we wanted Xavi Simons, we would get Xavi Simons, right? Let's get this straight. There are only two clubs in the world which can hijack deals from us. Okay, and that's Real Madrid and Barcelona. Both of them are sort of broke, right? Real Madrid kind of did hijack a deal earlier in the summer. Dean Huijsen, he would have come to Chelsea, and we probably would have it. Probably would could have been as good for us because of the centre back conundrum we have right now. Um, but he went to Real Madrid, right? So that deal did kind of have been hijacked, you can say. But apart from those two clubs, I wouldn't say any other club can realistically hijack from us, right? So if we wanted Xavi Simons, we would get Xavi Simons, right? And even after the medical was done, Xavi was apparently waiting for us, and even when Spurs went on and done a formal deal with RB Leipzig, Xavi Simons was apparently still waiting for Chelsea, right? So Spurs did not do anything. It's just Chelsea did not formalize any offer for whatever reason. Now, I wouldn't have any problem with Chelsea not going after Xavi Simons. Okay, had they not been briefing us like every 2 days or every day from Professor Romano, from this and Matt Law and everyone else, because that is what they're doing. This is how the present management works. They use these journalists, Professor Romano including, to brief basically fans of what they're planning to do, this is their messaging, right? And yesterday we had that Sports Sky, basically saying that Chelsea were considering a bid. We were considering a bid for Xavi Simons. So that was a briefing, guys. That was a briefing by Chelsea that they're thinking of making a bid. And at that point of time, I thought maybe the plan is that the moment RB Leipzig accept the bid, Chelsea go and bid the same, match the price, and basically take the deal. Okay. And secondly, I never understood the street. Not this one. Let me just go through it. Bridges have been built in the relationship between Chelsea and Spurs over recent years, and there's no desire to demolish them for now. What the hell is that, right? I mean, since when did we build bridges with Spurs of all teams? I mean, what bridges are they talking about? What bridges are they talking about? I really don't get it, because I mean, under Abramovich era, I mean, we did them just for fun. The William deal, I mean, we didn't even need William at that point of time, and we just hijacked it because we could, right? And that was pretty funny. Still is, but I don't understand that, because there's clear rivalry, and Spurs are not Arsenal. They're not those guys who would do an annual deal for our unwanted players, and then we would sell them at a premium price and maintain our PSR and FFP or whatever. That is not the relationship between Chelsea and Spurs. There are no bridges that have been built, so I'm not sure what they are trying to put, and it's not going to go well, Chelsea, if bridges have been built between Chelsea and Spurs. I mean, do they even know, Chelsea fans, the rivalry between Chelsea and Spurs? Do they even know that? I mean, I really don't get this briefing in what they're trying to say, and I think there are a couple of things that came out yesterday when Xavi Simons thing went, that he came to London. Apparently, he spent an entire day in Spurs training ground. So a couple of things happened. I think Because the briefing we had been getting was we want Xavi Simons, and then the briefing came out that we want to do some deals in terms of exits before we do incomings, and we started to do that, right? Then the briefing came out that we want to do the exit for Nkunku. If Nkunku goes out, Simons will come in. That was the thing we had been told for a few weeks, right? That's it. We want a permanent exit for Nkunku. If the Nkunku exits happen, then Simmons will happen. If not, not, right? And the moment Nkunku deal happen, right? And we will talk about that in the next video or something, because that's a different topic altogether. The moment Nkunku deal happens, the moment Nkunku is leaving, and that will be the point we will get Simmons, right? That was a whole briefing that they have been told, and some Chelsea fans, I'm not sure, they're blaming Fabrizio Romano for because he said 85% deal is done in the zone or something, right? Chelsea fans, it's not Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano is just a medium. He's being briefed by Chelsea management or whoever it is at Chelsea, who's briefing Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein and Ben Jacobs or whoever else, basically, that this is what the likelihood of deal is, and he's just basically saying what Chelsea want him to say, right? Because Chelsea used guys like Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, basically to give out briefs. That's what the club management is, right? That's how they communicate. So that is what they did with Fabrizio Romano. So it's not Fabrizio Romano's fault about what is happening. Now, I really don't get the Xavi Simons, because if you don't want to get the player, if you're not sure about getting the player, then don't brief about it every 2 days. Just don't. Be like, okay, we are looking at the deal, we'll see what happens, but we need to sort out our exits, and that be it. Don't brief every 2-3 days about Xavi Simons, right? Then the second thing is, clearly something happened, because we heard that after Xavi Simons story came about, few days later we heard that Chelsea higher ups were involved, so it could be Iqbali or someone else, and apparently Chelsea were doing a verbal deal so that no one could hijack. That was the whole deal, and apparently there are rumors that have come out that RB Leipzig basically tried to muddy the water. Basically, a deal was verbally struck between Chelsea and RB Leipzig on what the deal was going to be, along with the personal terms with Xavi, and then the RB Leipzig basically went on to invite Spurs, basically, right, to the table. They tried to muddy the water, and they decided they wanted a bidding war sort of situation. And when Spurs bid to RB Leipzig, they kind of waited for Chelsea to basically do this. Just Chelsea refused to participate. Now, and Chelsea were apparently furious that RB Leipzig kind of did that thing. So also, we saw the last tweet from Xavi Simons. I think the feeling from Xavi Simons is that Chelsea wanted to close the Garnacho deal before everything. So Chelsea wanted to be fast on Garnacho and then for Simons, and they never closed the deal, waiting for Nkunku, waiting for Jackson. So the Nkunku deal was more or less done, and it was right after that Xavi Simons decided to come to London, right? So it doesn't make sense for me for what I'm not, because there clearly something happened with Xavi Simons as well, because the brief was that moment we do the Nkunku deal, Xavi Simons can come on board, and we heard the here we go for Nkunku. The deal will more or less be done by today, right? The Garnacho deal was always, I think, most likely going to come first, right? So I'm not really sure, and I'm sure Xavi Simons would have been briefed on that. So why couldn't he also wait? Like he has waited for like 4 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever. So what was waiting for 24 hours more or 36 hours more? Because I think that clearly something happened there, that Xavi Simons kind of went like, I want, tell me now or do this deal now before this or that, and or I'm going to Spurs and this and that, and I think kind of the directors or the owner or whoever it was who's dealing with, most likely directors, but owners could be involved. We don't know at this point, and we probably never will know. But I wouldn't be surprised there is some sort of ego trip kind of thing happening here, because RB Leipzig tried to dirty the water, tried to play some games. Xavi Simons maybe said, if you're not doing my deal first, maybe. I'm just throwing out there. I don't have any sources. This is me and my theories. That Xavi Simons maybe said that if you're not going to do my deals first and you're going all out for Garnacho and I'm waiting here and I'm sitting here, then maybe I should go to Spurs, and then maybe I will go to Spurs. And Chelsea directors or whoever it was did not like that, and they were like, okay, go. And we have seen that kind of thing, with not too much, but we kind of did see that, with when the Caicedo saga was going on, to basically not with the players, but to get to stuck to basically show the middle finger to a club, basically Liverpool, because if you remember, Liverpool came in and David Ornstein reported, and then Caicedo refused to pick up the phone, and he said he'll honor the agreement, and Chelsea basically ended up overpaying for Caicedo from what they wanted, right, to Brighton. But then Chelsea went ahead and basically signed Liverpool's target. Like Liverpool were trying to hijack our deal, we basically hijacked theirs with Lavia as well. So that was kind of an ego trip, that you try to do this to us, we are going to do this to you. And it wouldn't surprise me if that something like that happened, that RB Leipzig tried to dirty the water, tried to start a bidding war after some sort of principal agreement was struck. Xavi Simons basically threatened to sign for Spurs if he was maybe not the first ones instead of Garnacho, and Chelsea were like, look, this and that, and ultimately they decided, what, fuck it, you want to go. You want to start a bidding war? You know what? We are not going to even participate in it. And I won't be surprised if that sort of ego trip kind of thing happen, because that is what my feeling is, that because it makes no logical sense for us to be briefed about this player, about this deal happening for 4 to 6 weeks, and then not even make a bid and not even match the bid after having to do this. What was the point, right? What was the point? If you were going to do this, why were you briefing us? Because that's the only thing I can think of why Chelsea decided not to pursue this deal. Now there are most likely something going on, maybe for Lopez. I'm not sure if he's going to come, let's be honest, guys, because there have been a lot of mixed reports. When Jacobs did come up with Fermin Lopez thing, that Maresca basically talked to Lopez, and what is really going on, and then a couple of then reports come from Barca about this happening. Reports about a lot of unconfirmed reports about Barcelona wanting this price or that club or this club entering the fray or whatever, which is more than unlikely. And then Fermin Lopez, he wants to come, he's not picking a Barca phone, or he doesn't want to come, he's thinking about it, he wants to come. I mean, you have it's like one or two sources are reporting just about everything, because one of them will be right, one of those things, and then they can say, oh, we reported that. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Maybe that's a feasible target, because And I'm going to do an entire video on that, because apparently there could be another target which we don't know about, and then part of it maybe makes sense, but I'm not really sure, guys. I'm really frustrated and I'm angry and I'm confused, and I think most Chelsea fans are, because if you are going to brief that, then don't keep on then back that up through actions. If you're not planning to make a move on player, then don't go and keep on briefing it again and again and again and again. Then don't do it, right? Then don't do it. Be clear that we will see if this deal is happening, there's an interest, but that is it, right? And club should be clear on that, because this is in terms of optics, this is bad. This is bad. Let's be honest about it. This is bad. And however they try to spin it, that if they try to spin it, we are more than happy with the squad, and we are confident. That is why, I mean, what are you on? What do you think? Everyone is naive. So I would say I don't want to hear that brief unless we have another target in mind. I'm not sure, Fermin Lopez or someone else, like it is maybe being reported. It was reported by Fabrizio Romano or something, and I will come and do another video, and then I will just want to wait and watch basically what is happening, what is going on, to do that. But this saga kind of leaves me frustrated and angry about whether it's incompetence, whether it's egotistical egos of these directors or what have you. Because if you brief first on a player, and then you're briefing, this player needs to be exited before this deal happens, and then the exit happens, then why didn't you make the move? Because Xavi Simons is now a Spurs player. That story is finished. That is done. Forget about it. But that's not even the point. That's not even a hijack, because if we were seriously bid for him, we would get him. But that's not the point, because he waited for us. And I'm not going to blame the player, and I'm going to not blame Fabrizio Romano over it. It's all on club directors, right? So what I want to see is them signing this player, because they have briefed us that they want this profile up there, this kind of player. So they need to get someone in. They need to get someone in before the window ends. Okay, and he needs to be equally good, or there needs to be something there, man. There needs to be something there. Okay, whether it's from Lopez, from Barcelona, or whether it's someone else. Some deal needs to happen. I'm not sure what's going on, because there are a lot of reports, a lot of uncomfortable. We can't really trust it. I want to wait and watch before maybe doing a video. Maybe it happens today, maybe it happens tomorrow, we don't know, but that's basically my feeling, and I want to do a couple of more videos on the here we goes that we have had, and basically the Champions League draw. I want to be discussing about that in the next couple of videos. I'll maybe do the here we go video today, maybe the Champions League. Maybe I'll wait until the weekend. Maybe something arrives in terms of who are we targeting, who are we talking about, who are these other targets that Fabrizio Romano and some other players are talking about. Because look, I'm all for Fermin Lopez. If we can sign him, if he wants to come, if the deal is feasible, I don't know, because there are a lot of conflicting reports on whether player wants to come, whether deal is feasible. So I really don't know. I really don't know what to make out of it, because there are multiple reports from Barcelona, like, oh, the player wants to come, oh, the player is not picking up the phone, oh, player doesn't want to come, oh, he is undecided, oh, he had the meeting, he had a good feeling about it, no, now he doesn't want to stay at Barcelona, now he wants to come in Chelsea, or now he's really convinced by the Chelsea project. So we don't know. we don't know what's happening with Fermin Lopez. I'll be happy if we sign him. I haven't done my research on him. I don't know what sort of player he is or what does he really bring to the table. I've seen him like 5 times, so I've not really seen him that much to make out of him. I think I've seen him once or twice play false nine or left winger or something like that. So I'm not really sure. I think it's a versatile player with ball carrying ability. So I don't know. I don't know about him. I don't know if the deal is feasible. I don't know if he wants to come. I don't know at this point because there are a lot of conflicting reports, and I kind of want to wait and watch what basically happens and who this other target is before basically giving what I feel. But right now I'm kind of annoyed at the whole Xavi Simons saga because if we didn't want to get the player, let's not do a briefing, let's not do a saga, let's not be doing this negotiation for over a month and briefing that this player needed to be out, and once the player is out then not getting the player, because what was the point of entire thing. So yeah, I hope Chelsea sign a player between now and the end of the window, and I hope these directors get sorting out, because I have praised these directors for the good things they have done, but I'm going to call them out for anything bad they do. I'm not going to be if they make mistakes, if they make horrible decisions, if they make bad decisions, I'm going to call them out. If they make good decisions, I'm going to praise them. It's simple as that with me. So we will see what this is. But they need to really sort themselves out, and they really need to bring something home about what they did with Xavi Simons. So yeah, if you do like the content, guys, and if you have different opinions or similar opinions, please do like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and show some love and support. And I will be back with the next video, and I will also be doing pre-match thoughts on the Fulham game. So maybe you'll get 3 videos today. So I'll see you until the next video, and hopefully we'll have more happy and exciting news, guys. And hopefully this is just one frustrating video for until hopefully we don't have any more frustrating videos anytime soon. I hope that is my hope, and I hope we get some exciting news over a couple of days up in the transfer window and everything else. Hopefully the next couple of videos are happy videos, but this was confusing, sad, and angry, and I'm sure a lot of Chelsea fans are feeling the same. So I hope, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I want to wait until the end of the window before basically assessing what is done. Up the Chelsea, keep the blue flag flying high. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, show support to this channel, and I will see you until the next one. Bye, guys.